Greetings from the International Federation for Theatre Research. I'm Elaine Aston from the UK and I'm the current president of IFTR. And you can see me on the slide on the far left there. As an organisation, IFTR exists to facilitate communication and exchange between scholars of theatre and performance research throughout the world through our conference events and our publishing activities. We were founded in 1957, so we've been going for many decades, and we currently have members from over 40 countries and all continents. In July 2021, it will be the city of Galway and their university in the Republic of Ireland who are hosting our annual conference, themed on theatre ecologies, environment, sustainability and politics. Now, in terms of an IFTR conference, we're often talked about as having what you might describe as not just one conference, but 3 conferences in one. A first strand is always dedicated to the conference theme, in this instance, theatre ecologies, and then we have 2 other strands for new scholars and working groups. Working groups are at the heart of the Federation's scholarly exchanges. They work overtime throughout the year, maybe over a couple of years if they have a particular project on go, such as a book collection. So they're not necessarily following the conference theme if they have their own project to undertake. Currently we have 23 working groups which range from a group concerned with the theatre of Samuel Beckett to feminist theatre research. And then the third strand, new scholars. This strand is for early career researchers, so we have panels in which a number of early career researchers are put together. The panels are chaired by a senior academic and the sessions are attended by senior academics too, so that we hope in that way to be able to give valuable feedback for the research projects that new scholars are engaging with. Again, this wouldn't be on the conference theme, this would be researchers' own PhDs or postdoctoral projects. And then just a note there on our publications where I'm flagging up the organisation's journal. This is Theatre Research International, which is published by the prestigious Cambridge University Press. This, I hope, gives you a sense of how our organisation runs. Obviously, I'm describing it in normal times, and due to the pandemic, well, we're experiencing some very exceptional circumstances. So, of course, like all organisations, we're thinking about how to go forward. And in thinking about that, I want, if I can, to bring into focus here the title of our 2013 conference held in Barcelona, Rerouting Performance. So rerouting is the way I've come to think about how we might reroute some of our activities online. And this has been happening in a very small way with our working groups. They've been able to find ways to meet, to still go on having their discussions, keeping projects going. And then also in November, we've hosted for new scholars 2 sessions online which have taken the form of mentorship, of giving advice for early career scholars on publications. As we come to think about our conference, which of course is on a much larger scale, then we are thinking about how we might be able to organise panel discussions and working group activities and the new scholars online, but also importantly, how we might create slots for artists. So you can see here our conferences regularly include space, make space for artists to contribute to the conference event. This can be the case with artists who are local to the city where the conference is hosted, or it might be the case that there are artists who are delegates, scholars who engage with practice as research. We recognise that it's unlikely, next year at least, for us to meet in such large numbers for a conference, given that our conferences regularly have now around 1,000 delegates from around the world. So we won't be able to physically enjoy the cultural sites and events of the city. But here again, we're having to think hard about how we can bring a flavour of the city online in our conference activities. And doing that, we're trying to keep faith with the way in which we want always to be more than an intercity conference when IFTR hosts an event, to go on finding a way to belong to the city host and to be part of the city's theatre schools and universities, and ultimately part of the performing arts world in the future, even while that future currently looks somewhat uncertain.